market insights. So how we doing out there? Hopefully we are all doing good out there. It has been a bloodbath, to say the least. We've been getting our backs blown out. We've been just, it's just been horrible out there, as far as the crypto market is concerned. And as you can see this display right here, this is what it's been. It's just been a wreckage field, head-on collision, with the crypto market and us investors. We just been getting hammered. So we're just gonna be taking a look at a couple things, just looking at the Cronos chain in particular, but looking at some of the macro, environment things, just going over those things, just so we understand, what's going on and, why are we losing so much, so stick along for the whole video. If you like this video, hit the sub button, hit the like button, hit all those buttons. This is going to be a very upbeat video. I'll try to do my best. So let's just get right into it. So we will start here with the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index. We see we are in the extreme fear category at a 12. So when I started investing last year very heavily, this Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index, I follow this, for at least a year now, but it was sitting at an 8 when I started, very heavily investing into crypto. And I thought it was, the deal of a lifetime, and it proved to be very profitable, when I did so. This time though is a little bit different. The macroeconomic environment is a lot different. There wasn't a war going on last year. There's a war going on right now. Some of the restrictions were starting to get lifted last year, and we see, in China and other locations, the restrictions and lockdowns are being reenacted. Inflation, although it was starting to creep up, it wasn't as rampant and as, unchecked and uncontrolled as it is right now. So we have all these different factors, and the virus, is, making this, way again, in United States and other parts of the world. So, all these things, it just feels a little bit different this time than it did last time. So, now seeing extreme fear, it is a little bit more fearful than, in my opinion, than it was last year. And again, this is all my opinion. This whole video is going to be opinion based. So we're going to start here with, the CRO coin. We're just going to be taking a look at a few of the coins and seeing what's going on. We see here in the last 30 days, okay, down minus 54%, okay. And we see, some of that has been due to, not the FUD, but, some of the information regarding the crypto.com Visa cards and them, losing the rewards and then having the rewards come back, then losing them again and coming back. So nobody knows what's going on. And we see, CRO coin is actually suffering because of, the misinformation or disinformation. So we're going to move on here to the MMF coin, and we see it's just been a complete bloodbath. Okay, we're going to get more to this coin in particular a little bit later on in the video, but as we see here, it's down 93% in the last 30 days. Okay, it was almost $1 30 days ago. We see now it's sitting at around 6 cents. So that's just been hammered. Okay, the MMO coin, see, it's down 75% in the last 30 days. We see, 30 days ago was at $9.70. We see that it's under $3 today. Now we're here at the Savannah Ecosystem. So we see, the Savannah token is off peg. Oh my God, the money printer is not going off like it was before. We see M share under $1,000, half of $1,000. Yesterday, I bought some M share around $1,000. So that purchase I made yesterday is already halved. Okay, so that's not good at all. Okay, and we see that Savannah is off peg by a lot. So these M bonds, I don't know, my head is probably covering this up, but the bonds are going to start to be released. It's just not good, man. It's just all bad out here. We see here my favorite coin, one of my favorite coins, I should say, Ducky DeFi DEG, down 73% in the last 30 days. Okay, we see it was sitting at around 3 cents, almost 4 cents, and now we're down to a penny. So there's nothing that's been saved from this. All coins in this ecosystem in particular have just been hammered. Look at this V share. I was looking for an entry to get back into V share. I mean, there's an entry right now, down 95% in the last 30 days. We see here April 26th, it was sitting at around almost $14. $13.91, and we see here it is 55 cents. Okay, so this has just been an incredible downward slide, if you will. You know, you could say something worse. Croissant here, you know, I just made a video about croissant, about how bullish I am on croissant, and I still am very, very bullish. You know, I made the video around this, you know, this huge peak here, but if we look at the last 30 days, still it is down 73% in the last 30 days. So no token, no coin has been saved from this. So what we're going to get into right now, though, we're going to start here with this Twitter post here. This is Digits Capital. Okay, so Digits, you know, they help build the Scrub Finance, which is one of the algorithmic stable coins on the Cronos blockchain. And we're going to be just looking at this thread here. I'm not going to get into it too much, but basically Digits was an investor with the MMF Savannah liquidity pair. Okay, and he went behind the scenes and asked MMF, you know, to, you know, if he can make an OTC purchase. Okay, so with the OTC purchase, it doesn't move the market. Okay, so when people do those OTC type purchases, it's in a way so the market doesn't fluctuate too much, you know, so they don't pump the market too much. I don't believe in them. I think that, you know, it's a way around, you know, the market is supposed to pump, you know, in crypto, whatever. They did something behind the door, behind the scenes. Supposedly he got a 10% bonus for, you know, all the amounts of MMF that he was purchasing. They went on and did more deals, yada, yada, yada. They built a good relationship. Digits then, you know, came to MMF and stated that, you know, he wanted to do something more. He wanted to use his team to build an algorithmic stablecoin on the MMF's ecosystem. They said yes, things were going good. Then Digits states that, you know, in the actual docs for Scrub Finance, you know, there was supposed to be some money that was supposed to be taken off the top. MMF didn't agree with that. They started going back and forth, to the point where Digits, I guess, decided that he was going to bounce out of Scrub Finance. And just to make this even longer story short, you know, he has some beef with, you know, MMF, and it is suspected that, you know, his wallet, which, you know, one of the wallets are verified, you know, and he's actually said that, you know, he's moving around funds so his wallets can't be tracked anymore. One of his wallets were selling MMF very, very heavily. They were selling the Savannah token very, very heavily, and, you know, did cause some market panic. Now, some would assume that this, you know, is the reason why, you know, the market is where it is for the Cronos blockchain, and in specific the MMF portion of it, because it is down a whole lot more than even Cronos is, which is already down a bunch compared to the broader sense of the market. And this long post here, you know, is just Digits pretty much, you know, trying to say that, you know, he had no fault in the whole deal. You know, who knows? You know, unfortunately, it has been proven that him selling so heavily has contributed to the Cronos ecosystem falling so much. So regardless of what he says, you know, his selling has contributed to that. For some final thoughts, you know, it is horrible out there for everyone. So hopefully everyone is remaining safe. You know, hopefully you didn't over leverage yourself. You're not getting liquidated, you know, out of funds that, you know, you didn't have yourself. So hopefully everyone is practicing good economic principles during this downward spiral. Now, I personally believe, you know, not trying to time the market, and I'm not a financial advisor, but, you know, these are the times that make the millionaires out of us. When the market is in turmoil, when everything is going down, when it's the most fearful, that is the time to buy, even according to some of the great investors out there. Now, are we at the bottom? Absolutely. I can't tell that. No one out there can tell you that. Absolutely. And if they're telling you that, absolutely, you can't trust them. And that's why one of the strategies that, you know, a lot of people doing, dollar cost averaging or DCAing, is always the king. Because right now you could be putting some funds into, you know, the crypto market while it's down so much, and you wouldn't have to worry about overextending yourself, because you would still have fiat or cash on the side to put in more if the market starts to go down even more from where it is right now. So that's the video for you guys. So what do you guys think? Are we in a wreck scenario of downward world, you know, spiraling where we can't recover from? You think that this is like what I think, that this is the time to make millionaires? Whatever your thoughts, leave them in the comments down below. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay safe. Woo.